So today we have a career coach and a professional in the recruitment world with us all the way from the big city of Hong Kong. Angel, welcome. What a pleasure to have you here today.
Thank you so much. Hello, everybody. My name is Angel Lam, and I'm from Hong Kong. And thanks, David, for inviting me to this interview.
You're welcome. So let's jump right in. I know that you are a person who really works with people who are going through career change or thinking to move. The world that we find ourselves in today is in a constant flux. I think we were talking about it earlier. And the path for many people is uncertain. When people come to you for career advice, what are the types of things that you try and bring into your awareness of your clients?
Yeah, it's very different than back in the days, in my dad's generations, probably back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, where they would stay in one company for until they retire. And then obviously I started working in the early 2000s, and people tend to change job but still remain stable. And nowadays, I do find that the millennials or Gen Z, they are being motivated by different factors. It might not be, money or corporate job status, but it's more like job satisfactions and also what they can do to add value to this society. So a lot of things change in the past, and when people come to me for career advice, on the, I would say, the senior executive, it's how they can stay relevant in this job market, because technologies, they change pretty much every day. It's just basically how they are being able to pick up, always be learning. And also the type of people that recruit nowadays is probably half of their age, and the mentality, the mindset, how they can develop a new system, to motivate and also, keep them interested. And as part of the staff retention, that's the senior management. The middle management, it's kind of someone that kind of stuck in between, where they are working for the senior management, where they have 30s to 40 years of working experience, and they're kind of a little bit more sort of, traditional, old school, very stable job career. And also they are supervising the Gen Z and millennials, where they're all about work-life balance and creativity and the value added that they bring into the organizations and to the project is very important. So the middle management is, that's a big challenge, and they come to me, it's like, well, how am I going to, deal with the situations? And by that, I can also advance in my career. And with regards to the Gen Z and millennial, it's basically a lot of fresh graduates. They don't necessarily want to do something that they study for. They want to find true passion. Some of them want to start their own business. After having maybe 1 to 2 year experience, they felt like they've learned the basics of the corporate structure and process and how they're going to go about starting their own business. So I would see different generations have their own career objective in place. So that's currently what I have been having conversations with.
That's a lot. And
different generations.
Different generations, different things. But what I heard you say was two key things. One was, are you remaining relevant and constantly improving yourself? And the second one was, are you building a community and connecting with people? If you look at the first one, right, that idea of remaining relevant and constantly improving yourself, when you are sitting with a person who's looking to shift their career, what types of questions do you ask them to help them figure out that maybe they're not as relevant as they need to do, or they're not constantly upskilling themselves?
Yeah. First of all, the first question is, do you like what you're doing? If yes, what are the parts that you like that gives you the gratifications. And that's number one. Number two is the flip side is, what are the areas that you do not like in your current jobs? And if you can fix it, then what would it be? And it's actually from the no's that we start building out what they truly have interest and a passion for. And we would probably find an answer, like kind of like initial answers of what this person can be motivated by. They can be motivated by numbers, motivated by the interactions with people, and from that kind of like basic answer, we'll kind of do a little bit of like job matching or occupational matching. Or you might not be feeling that excited to be a mathematical, more sort of like operational type, versus you feel more excited to be more sort of like interactive customer service or sales or marketing type, and we just kind of work from there. And these are the second questions that we'll definitely ask my candidate, and then we'll just kind of work our way from there.
And the second one was if you are looking to shift, move, evolve, you need to make sure that you're building a community around you and you're connecting with people. How do you bring that into the awareness of your clients? Because that's a big one in the connected world we live in today.
Yeah, well, nowadays we live in a very technology and media advanced platform, and the platform, it's the go-to platform that I always kind of recommend. It's LinkedIn, where you can connect with the industry professionals or industry leaders with that sector that you have you're thinking about moving into, considering a career change. And I would recommend them to connect with these industry leaders, and not necessarily you need to interact or drop comments, but they're constantly posting articles and materials. They're interacting on LinkedIn platform, and that's how you learn more about what this industry runs and what makes it takes, how it works, and also to speak the lingual from the industry leaders, the management, and also people in their particular field. And that's kind of, how you build that basic knowledge. And you would start to look at yourself, what the skills that you currently have, and also what the skills that these industry leaders and the tribe have. And you look at the gap, and you start working in the gap into acquiring the soft and technical skills.
There's nothing like a good gap analysis, hey? Now, one of the things
good old gap analysis.
One of the things that has really struck me from our conversation today, and thank you, is if you are looking to shift your career, hope is not a plan. And it's a complex world, it's competitive. There are so many other opportunities that are out there, and you really need a plan in place. So I'm putting you on the spot here. I'm assuming that if people are thinking about making the shift and they need someone to plan and think with, they could reach out to you and you would gladly have a conversation with them.
Yeah, definitely. Well, a little bit about my background. I have been executive recruiters for almost 20 years. So I've dealt with senior, middle, and junior candidates and from different industries. So I've recently started my own entrepreneurial venture. It's called Jump Up, that provides career coaching, career planning, and advice to executive who is considering a change of career field or career promotion, etc., etc. So if you'd like to connect with me, I'll leave down the links below. You can connect with me via LinkedIn, and I also have a company website where you can just click the button and you'll connect directly to my WhatsApp. And I'm pretty good with responding.
You are pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Wonderful.
I'm a little bit of OCD when it comes down to like messaging. So yeah, reach out to me, DM me through LinkedIn, my website, and the little chat box that will goes directly to my WhatsApp. And yeah, I would be make sure to respond to you. And if I can't help, I would definitely refer to other industry leaders or coaches that would be able to help you for any questions that you might have.
Amazing. Well, thank you, Angel, for sharing your over 20 years of experience with us today in a very short moment of time. And we look forward to hearing from you again soon.
Great. It's a pleasure. And thank you so much for inviting me again, Dave. And everybody have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you.